Hey, I'm so glad you got back to me. What I really want to do is just take a couple minutes to share with you my story and a quick synopsis of what our company does and let you decide from there if you would like more in-depth information or if you just don't think it's a fit for you. Because honestly, I'm looking for women who are hungry for change and want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. If this happens to not be a fit for you, you still have a great vibe. You're so positive, and I enjoy watching you and wish you all the success. No problem if it's not for you. Okay, so let me share with you real quick my story. As you see, my name's Laura. I am a mother to now 3 kids. I have the 2 girls and a baby boy. My journey, though, started 4.5 years ago when I had just had my second daughter. I was postpartum, and during that time, I was at the peak where things should have started to get better, and they weren't. I went back to work. I was a full-time Spanish teacher. I did that for 8 long years. My husband was, at that time, a part of corporate America, and I could say we were happy, but we weren't exactly living life to its fullest. We weren't living our lives to its fullest potential. And not only was I having a hard time going back to my job and spending time with people and kids who didn't appreciate me as much as I would have liked, but the financial payoff just wasn't enough for that struggle, for me to be away from my family. I just wanted to be with my girls. I did not want to drop them off at daycare. I did not want to leave them with my family members. I wanted to be the one there. So as I'm experiencing that challenge of not being with my family and that financial strain, I was also going through some physical and emotional challenges as well. I would look in the mirror and I didn't like who I saw, and I didn't like what I saw. There was so much going on in my mind with disappointment and failures and thinking about all these things I'm doing wrong or not enough of, beating myself up and just deteriorating my confidence, while at the same time looking at my physicality and seeing that my body hasn't changed after having the baby and being at the point where it should have. I didn't like where I was and how I felt in my clothes. My energy was low, my confidence was low. I was not at a good point. And I think a lot of women experience this when they come into motherhood. But with me being at that low point, I had a friend who started to share her fitness and her health journey. She's not a health guru. She wasn't a fitness guru. She's not a nutritionalist. She's just an everyday, real woman who decided to share her journey in hopes to inspire others. And you know what? It did. Because at first, I didn't pay much attention to it. I thought it was great. But then I saw she was starting to have changes in not only her body, but also her confidence that I wanted for myself. I started to imagine myself, what if I had what she had? And so I reached out to her, and she shared with me the tools and products that she was using that got her to that point in her life where she found her confidence in herself again. She loved herself in her own skin and had the energy, and she was working out and just so many great things. She shared that with me, and I decided it was a good opportunity for me to make some changes. My husband and I did our best getting workouts in when we could, whether it was fitness classes or working out on a regular basis. We did our best with eating healthy, but we weren't seeing physical changes. And so I decided to give it a shot. And at that point, she not only shared those tools and products with me, but she also put me into this virtual tribe filled with other women with similar goals, similar struggles, where we could be vulnerable with each other, share our story, and not only motivate each other, but keep each other accountable. And I found myself empowered. I was seeing changes in my body and my energy. I was enjoying my time with my family, where before, if I had time with my family, it wasn't enjoyed. I was enjoying myself. When I looked in the mirror, I loved who I saw and who I was. And I didn't get that from my regular job and everything else that I tried. Eventually I got to the point where what I was doing in this virtual tribe and the experience I was having was more enjoyable than with my regular job. And I decided to give this business a shot. And from that point forward, I am now doing what my friend does. I share my journey with the tools and products that our company makes and let myself be real and vulnerable. And being a mother and being a wife and a daughter and a woman, I just share. And then I reach out to people and I invite them to join me. And if it's not a fit for them, that's totally fine. But those who decide to move forward and want to give it a shot, I pull them into my virtual tribe. And we keep each other accountable, and we share meal plans and the struggles and just lift each other up. Really, that is what we do. We share our journey, we're products of the products, and we invite others to join us and then empower them. I truly believe when we can empower the woman, we empower the family and everybody that they come in contact with, which makes our world a better place, being a part of something bigger than ourselves. If you would like more information about the company and how you can be a part of that bigger purpose in sharing your personal journey, then let me know.